How
You've
are
had
you?
better days, huh?
Oh boy, yeah. Yes, I have.
Well, we'll definitely, when we are done with this, we'll jump on.
Okay,
You good with that?
I am good with that.
All right, perfect. I saw your message, so I'm gonna add, let's see, Pam is on, coming on.
Hi, Pam.
Hey, there she is.
How are you?
How about you?
Hey.
Good. Good, good.
Yeah, how was your, the snowmobiling?
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
Yeah.
it sucked this time.
Oh, no.
The snow was terrific. I mean, there was so much snow, it was stupid. But the trails sucked. And we had been reading all week long that so many groomers were down and all the neighboring clubs were helping, but more groomers were going down by day. And the neighboring clubs didn't have big enough groomers to be able to like take out the bumps and everything. So by midday or halfway through or whatever, it would be womped out again. And to be honest, the week was one of the busiest weeks during midweek that we've seen.
Oh, wow.
And so it was crazy. So we were supposed to come home Friday. They were calling for this huge snowstorm. So Ryan's like, I'm not driving in it. We're staying another night. I'm like, whatever. We got up the next morning. I said, I am not riding one bump today, not one.
Yeah.
So we stopped at there's a bar like a mile away from where we were staying. And we usually stop there first thing to get intel on the trails. And they all sucked. And I said to him, I'm not going on the trails today. I refuse to go. I beat myself up enough.
Right.
So we sat and drank at the bar all day. I'm not lying.
I believe ya. I believe ya. Yeah,
Oh,
when
yeah.
the trails are like that, that's not fun at all.
I don't care how good, like he kept saying, and he's put the best shocks on my sled he can, right? And he always says, do I know a difference? I don't notice a difference. I don't know if it's because I'm too light. And so I just really don't feel it. And he's like, so then he even got under them and adjusted them while we were there to make them different. And I said, it's not that, it's just, I can't take that, you know,
Right.
and you need to ride faster so you can hit the top of them. So I try that. I'm okay with that. But then when I hit them a certain way and I lose control or I get airborne, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing that anymore either. Right. And so,
Yeah.
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 So it was,
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It happens. I mean, that's the risk you take, right? I just don't ever remember having that many groomers down.
Yeah. Is it because broken or just?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep, into maintenance, and then some that took longer to repair. They actually had to be shipped out and all of that. And then they were using all the spares, and then spares were breaking out. It was just crazy.
Wow.
It was crazy. And then we saw the main club that grooms most of the trails that we ride had the big one back yesterday, and the other big one was supposed to be back. Then another one went down again. This morning I read. I'm just like, oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Everybody that come in was, and if you read all that, like we do the Polaris Ride Command app.
Oh, okay.
So, because one, it gives you trail intel. And then if Ryan and I were to get separated, he can see where I'm at on the trail by the dot on there, as long as I remember to turn mine on. Which is an issue. But so we look at that and Ryan, people would say, left my kidneys on the trail. My back is toast and all this. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Hard on the body.
It is very brutal on the body. And that's when I said, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not enjoyable then. It's like, you know.
It was not fun. No.
Yeah. Rather sit in the bar.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're back safe though.
Yes. Yes. Me too. Thank you.
Good. So what I wanted to do tonight is just like to hear some successes and some struggles and, you know, whatever you guys want to bring up and talk about. So if anybody wants to start with something, go ahead. If the floor is yours. I don't have a specific topic, but sometimes topics come up because of what maybe you guys have, you know,
it's funny that I was not, well, I was in Facebook, but in the Mind Body Beautiful group doing my thing today. So I wasn't seeing all the your post today about what the chat was going to be about. And so then I, had my hair appointment like I always have on Mondays.
Yeah.
Driving home from that, I'm like, I don't know what the topic is, but you always give us a time for chat. And I was going to bring up that I see a lot of posts from a lot of the gals about being frustrated right now for a lot of different reasons, right? One, they don't know what to do for food choices, or they're
Yeah.
burnout, or, I think the winter doldrums. So for me, the food choices aren't an issue because I'm okay with eating the same thing every day. I just don't get,
Right.
tired or whatever. Right now I'm on this baby carrot kick. I just can't seem to eat enough of them. I don't know.
Sure.
Stupid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can eat chicken. I eat chicken probably twice every day, and I'm fine with it. So I don't have a problem with the food issues at all. And I'm not missing anything or anything like that, right? Where I'm struggling with is, and I don't know if it's I'm bored or what. Part of it is I think I'm bored. The other part is I think it's so stinking cold. And in the mornings, I don't want to get up, put on less clothes because my workout clothes are less, right? Go downstairs where it's 100 times colder in my house, no matter what I do, and work out, right? So I find myself dawdling a little bit more in my chair. And this morning, actually, I ended up waiting a little bit longer, and then I got derailed by a call from one of my sons and went into my workout room a little bit later. And then I was warmed up because I'd moved around a little bit more of the morning had passed, right? It wasn't just getting out of bed, and that worked better. So I'm going to readjust somehow that schedule for me right now. If it makes it work, I'm just going to do it, right?
Right.
And I'm fortunate enough that I'm not on a schedule anywhere else, right? I don't have a job or whatever right now, right? I'm retired, so I can do that. So that's fortunate for me, but I've been struggling with that a lot.
Yeah. I'm in this, and I know Jody is struggling too. And, I am too. I'm like in this lull. And honestly, I do think for me, and I think, because I don't care where you live, it's a downtime. It's after the holidays. It is winter, even though some places are 80, there's just that.
Yep.
There's just that stuff, right? And then there are limitations and masks and stuff out there yet with COVID, and that's tough. And so it is more difficult. It's more difficult to get steps in because most of us like to be outside and we don't have access to treadmills and this and that. And how boring is it to walk on a treadmill, right?
Yeah.
Really boring.
It is so boring. Like that is not, my thing at all. If I'm going to do something, I'd rather be outside or
right
on a trail or something like that. And, how do you get out of that? And, we talk about supplementation, we talk about discipline and motivation, and sometimes it just doesn't feel it's enough. And so I've been thinking a lot about this. And, I was gone last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and was able to really kind of pull myself. I only worked out once when I was out there, which was fine. But I was actually able to pull myself kind of up and out of that and try and, not that I can fix everybody's,
Oh, no.
stuff,
No.
right? But what can we do to, ideas? And I think, first of all, doing this on a weekly basis is helpful.
Oh, I think this helps me a lot. And then
Yeah.
just the other ladies posting in the group and giving ideas of what
Yeah.
they're doing helps me
Yeah.
a ton. And,
Right.
and then for a lot of different reasons, right? It gives you ideas. Plus it also allows you to know that you're not the only one.
Right.
There
And
are
that's
others
helpful.
feeling just like you. It's not just you, right? So you stop beating yourself up about that.
Right. And the other thing is, so we know that we do this one-on-one with you guys. I do have a weekly call, but Laura's jumping in, our new Laura. You guys
Oh,
can meet
good.
her. Yeah. And so, I lost my train of thought because I got super excited about that. Where did she go? Oh, and we talk about, do we do like accountability partners, all that kind of stuff. And what I really what I'll say tonight is I want you guys to reach out when you get into that. Like, I want to know about it. A lot of times I don't know until like we meet on a weekly basis or maybe this call, which is fine. But if you're getting to that point where you're really struggling and you just need something. I mean, that's what I'm here for. You know?
Oh, you mean my reaching out this morning where I said, I will not be checking in this morning.
Right.
Oh,
So I was like,
no.
oh no, I'm gonna, yeah. And so I don't know if you're struggling. Yes, I know if you're struggling. Because I don't want to be like every week goes, anybody struggling? Is anybody struggling? Because
Yeah.
that's not a positive thing, right? I want to be like, but yeah, I want to know. And like I said, at least we can talk through it, and maybe maybe there's a plan that we can develop, or maybe you don't work out 5 days a week. Maybe you cut it back to 3 and you just, and we drop your calories a little bit. Or there's Laura.
Hi. I had some login issues. I couldn't figure out how to get on here. So sorry about the delay.
No, you're here. That's
don't
all that
worry.
matters. I had struggled too. My
Too.
Facebook wasn't working real well today either. So, but Laura, this is Jody and Pam. And
Hello.
Laura's very
Okay.
first, this is what, first number 1 day. First day.
Yes.
Yahoo.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
So cool. Yeah. So usually I will, sometimes I'll do a topic, Laura, and we'll just talk about like, maybe it's a menopause issue or whatever. But today I wanted to just leave it open, talk about anything you guys bring up. And we were just talking about a lot of women right now are frustrated with, sometimes it's food choices. They get sick of the same old thing. And what should I eat? How should I make it? And meal prep and all that. And then some it's, oh, here comes Pat. And then it's just the not being motivated, like kind of the winter blast, you can't get your steps in and you're just feeling kind of all in and that kind of thing. But
She must have us on two items again.
I got her. All right. All right. I don't know. There she is. Hi.
Hi.
All right, cool.
Hello.
Yeah, we're talking about just being stuck in a rut. Some of us are feeling the winter, we're feeling the blahs, and what can we do to motivate each other out of it? Because sometimes, especially when the cold climates, it's hard to get going. But even though you're in the, Florida, there are times you don't feel like doing much either. And
Look, I had to wear a jacket.
Oh, no.
My
A
jacket.
jacket. What did
Yeah.
it get? 60 today or something? 60 today.
Yeah, it's 24 here.
That's free. No, not you. It's
It
freezing.
was 0 this morning.
Oh, was it? Oh, you're in that.
0.
Oh, yeah.
It was really cold here this morning.
No,
too.
never mind, James. It's okay. I would die.
Yeah.
Die. You wouldn't die, Pat, but you might get cold.
No, I would.
You
I
have
would.
to- you just have to snuggle more.
Ugh.
Right.
Listen to her.
No, that does happen. I allow that after 52 years. That's okay.
Yeah.
We could have it.
That's allowed.
Yeah. So, what I was just saying too is we get in these like, and I think Jody can relate. Well, anybody you guys can relate, but I want to know when you guys are struggling. Like, I don't know unless you tell me. So, I think it's important, that I reach out, but it's important that you reach out to me too when you need something, because that's what we're here for. This group is great. This call is always so good, and it helps to know that other people are going through the same thing. It's just Thor and me.
Or
He's got his bark collar on, but it must not be. Oh,
Oh,
yeah, now he's
that's got to be a big dog.
yeah, he's a big boy. He's my big baby. Yeah. Anyway, so what do you guys, I know Pam, you brought up just, kind of getting bored.
yeah.
It's cold out. You don't want to get up and move and things like that. You're going to try and work on maybe doing something different in your schedule, which is good. I would recommend that too. Just try different things.
Yep, I am. And something else I've read, some other trainers, suggesting lately, or some other people I know that work out suggesting, is getting your workout clothes ready at night in the bedroom or in the bathroom, so that when you get up, then you just put them on, and then she throws a robe over top of her to go down and get her coffee, but she's already got her clothes on. I swear to God, I'm going to try that and see if that helps.
I know people who
I'm
actually,
already dressed.
I know people who sleep in their workout stuff.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah,
I won't do that either, but yeah, especially those that have to get up really early, go do their thing and then go to work.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I have my stuff all packed, all ready to go the night before. So I just put it on and I go.
Yeah, I don't. So I'm going to try that too.
Yep.
That's something else I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good thing. You're all prepared. You don't even think about it. That's just like when you're driving home, your car just kind of, you automatically go there, but you automatically put your workout stuff on and you go and you get it done.
Yep.
Yeah. And it might not work for everybody, but that's a good thing to try. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure. I know,
Yeah.
some other recommendations, this is something that I've done too on and off, but I'll have like a pre-workout at the bedside, and I'll wake up and it just takes me a while to get moving in the morning. And then I'll take my pre-workout, and then about 15 minutes later, I'm ready to get up and go. And the pre-workout, really all it is half a cup of caffeine really is in there, the caffeine. So now if you don't want to drink caffeine, you don't have to do that, but that's an option too.
No, no, no,
Not
no.
for you, I know. If you have an
No.
intolerance to it, you don't want to do it. But for me, that has
Oh,
helped. I don't
God.
do it all the time, but if I'm struggling with just getting enough sleep and stuff, I will do that in the morning to get me going. But yeah, having your stuff ready to go, that's a really good thing too. So
I find my routine changes summer and winter when it's light so much earlier.
yes.
During the summer, I get up and I go out and I do my 30-minute walk that the doctor wants me to have. And then I come home and do my workout. And there's nobody up, and I can do it at home, and there's nobody interrupting me. I don't have to worry about feeling like I have an audience, because honestly, the only place I can do mine seriously is my living room. So if I try to go down into the basement, there's not enough clearance that if I try to go overhead, I'm smacking on the rafters. So that doesn't work.
Right.
So, and it's just during the winter, it's like, I'm like you, I don't want to get up in the morning. I kind of dawdle in the morning a little bit. I'm still up. I just don't want to get moving.
Exactly.
So I usually do my workout in the evening.
Mhm.
So, and of course, my daughter has decided to take 3-day weekends lately. So not only is she here, but her friend is here. And it's like, trying to work out. And it's like, you're
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah. And that can be disruptive, right? When
Yeah,
you've
so I
got,
mean, I thrive on routine, and it's just not there right now. And it's frustrating.
yeah.
So now it's starting to, I just noticed that my scale has not moved in 3 months.
Okay.
3 months. And that's when I realized that this morning, that's when I am not checking in today.
Right.
I just really frustrated.
and-
with
yeah,
I
work.
didn't either.
Yeah. Yeah. And you guys we know you'll hit those kinds. That's a long time though.
Yeah.
And yeah, now it's time to change things up, move in a different direction. And you and I will talk about that, but that's routine. We are routine people, right? We like that. And when we have to change it up, it's not always easy. But then when you do change it up, you'll see changes.
Yes. Yes.
So it is
Yeah.
it's a little bit lighter out at night, staying longer. It's starting to come, but it's like, how do we get through these next couple of months? And again, think about that ultimate goal where you want to be, and that discipline to get to that. And sometimes that reaching out to me to just say, hey, I'm struggling, what do you think we can do? I want to know that, even if it's not time for your call, or it's Thursday and we just talked on Monday and you're still not feeling it. I want to know, because I don't know if I don't know, so it's
Right.
super important. And I don't have all the answers either, but sometimes you just
No.
need
Work
to
through it, though.
bounce things off of each other.
Yeah. I just didn't want you to feel like that was directed at you.
Oh,
That was
no.
your frustration this morning. I'm like,
Oh, yeah. And I get that we all get frustrated, and that's why this is so nice that you can say, hey,
Yeah.
I am like really backed in the corner. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And a lot of it.
I like to go to the gym.
doing.
Can you go to the gym at all? Is there a gym?
Not really at this point. It's the one that I was going to is, I mean, in a pinch would be okay, but it's not any place that I think I would want to do spend any amount of time. Let's put it that way. And the one that I really want to go to is on severe restrictions due to COVID right now. They've extended them again, where if you want to go, if you want to go, you have to have an appointment, which is fine, but they won't give you, it's not like I can say, hey, can you just set me up at 5:30 every day? And I'll take Thursday, Friday off, but Saturday through Wednesday, can I just have the 5:30 to 6:30 time slot? And no, you have to call every day. And if somebody's already asked for 5:30, you don't get it. So now you're jumping through hoops trying to get in there. And it's just another frustrating.
Yeah. So that's all hitting you at once. Cause I know you and I talked, you were going to go to that gym and.
Yeah. And I've gone there a couple times and it's like,
okay.
I ain't feeling it here.
Right.
And there's nobody there if I have a question to ask questions to. Because seriously, well, you saw my little video. It's about the size of a postage stamp and it's crammed full of stuff. And at first it was kind of funny until I realized there's not anybody else here, which normally wouldn't be a problem. But if I have a question on a piece of equipment, there's nobody to ask.
Well, what if you,
am I sitting upright? Am I
what if somebody collapses though?
Yeah.
You're dead. I guess you're dead.
Yeah.
That's
we have cameras.
Says, oh, hey.
That's a liability though. Wow. Okay.
Right. But don't a lot of those, like, what is it, Snap Fitness and Anytime Fitness have that where they're not staffed and you have a key card to get in or something?
Yeah, that's true.
I've never been in one, but isn't that how those operate?
Yeah, probably. There's one in Bradford, but that's like a good half hour away from me.
But I bet you still have to sign a waiver.
Probably.
Oh, you probably would have to, because that would be a huge liability.
Right. Wow. Yeah. So
That's horrible, Jody.
I get the frustration for sure.
So anything that I've managed to do at home. So I'm either going to have to go buy heavier weights.
Right.
Go buy a barbell, I have to steal one from somebody. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes Facebook Marketplace.
That's a very good place. Facebook Marketplace is a very good place.
Yeah. That would be you can get some really good deals on stuff, but
yeah, but it's amazing what you've accomplished already in just doing it in your home. I mean, that's really tremendous. I don't know if I could do that.
And I don't mind working out alone as long as I have what I need to do it. So that might end up being my option, is to start purchasing the equipment so I have it here.
Yeah.
And just keep adding to it.
Yeah.
Which I don't have a problem with doing that. It's just a matter of where do I put it?
Right.
I actually had somebody say, we have an extra Bowflex. You can have it. My husband will come and set it up for you.
Oh my gosh. That's a great option, opportunity, but but yeah.
What about that system that you see sometimes on Facebook that it's on a wall?
Yeah,
like Peloton type?
Rogue Fitness has it. It folds in, but you got to have space for that too, isn't it? Rogue Fitness has
something like that.
Yeah, I've been looking at that too.
Yeah,
you still have to have space for it though.
Yeah,
a wall to put it on, and then hope. And what my concern
I'm going to look. Go ahead.
Is whether the wall would hold it up or not. And I'm not very heavy, but whether the wall would hold it when I got a barbell on there with any substantial weight, and then for pull-ups. And I don't know that I have confidence that it would hold it. I mean, you see them use it all the time, but
well, yeah, I'm thinking if a man can use it, you would be able to use it. But yeah, I don't. And it depends on who puts it up for you. Who puts it up
Ryan would do it, and then, so I'd be confident in that because he would do that. But yeah, I'm still real iffy on that.
Yeah. Well, Jody, you don't need a living room, do you? You can just make it your workout.
Yeah, right.
Get everything right out. Seriously.
Yep.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, really? Come on.
Hello, hello.
It won't let me answer. On my Zoom meeting, call you back.
Okay.
Love you, bye. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
Just like, ah.
No problem. So what about anybody else here? Like, any successes? Anybody want to share a success? Remember, I say 1% better every day.
Hey, I was getting my
Oh,
workouts in and
boy.
I was actually increasing,
See?
you know, the number of reps. So
Yep.
I maxed out on a few of them.
Yep. That's
So-
good.
I was feeling good while I, doing them and whatnot. I just had a day where I kind of tanked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, that's good. So gradually increasing your weight or your reps that's a positive, right? That's
and it felt good.
great. And like Pat said, you've come a long way. You think about a year ago.
I just
Right.
started trying to decide whether I was going to do this or not, and I just kept going.
Right.
So
So that's amazing. So give
Well,
yourself.
I'm going to tell you about a little success because
Yes,
I'm
please.
not having trouble with my workouts, getting them in. It's my food.
Okay.
But I will tell you this. I had a party here Saturday
Yeah.
and I had to do a lot of housework inside. And outside, I dismantled the entire patio set, which is huge, and the cushions, and I had to take them out of the foam and wash the covers, which
Oh, no.
takes a whole day to do. It's very difficult on your hands,
yeah,
your thumbs, your back,
Oh, sure.
and the mopping and the vacuuming of the floors and the sweeping of this is it's kind of big for me now. Normally, I am in so much pain when I do this afterwards, between thumbs and my back and my wrists. And I didn't have that much trouble this time.
yay!
And I know it's because of the workouts, the strength that I have now in the legs and the lower back and all of those things that used to kill me. Now, was I tired? Yeah, I slept 9 hours
Yeah,
the other night. So yes, I was tired. But I was amazed that during the party, I wasn't in agony,
Good.
which is the usual thing that happens to me. Because we do a lot of entertaining. And there are times when I'm like just in agony, bending over to open the oven
Oh, sure.
door. And I didn't. So I was like, you know what? This is something.
Yeah.
The rest of the week was crap with the food, but this is something. See, I don't know why the food is becoming an issue for me, but I think it's because all of the people are back and they like to party,
Right.
not
Yep.
drink. They like to eat. They like to eat. So I have to say that I think one of the things that's great about this is the posts that everybody makes, like you made about all the food you cooked. That motivated me right away.
Mhm.
And then I went into that guide section, which
Yeah.
is not in the elite group.
No.
It's
Oh,
in
yeah.
the other group.
Yeah.
And I found that out when I couldn't find it. I was like, what? Have I lost my mind again? Where is that thing? So that was extremely helpful to go back and look at those things.
Yeah. Yeah. In the Mind Body Beautiful, there's probably 35 different like guides, if you will, videos about anything from mindset to burning fat, all the stuff that all my Facebook lives are in there. And it's nice to just go back and review them. Just information and stuff. So what I'll do is if somebody's struggling with something and I have a video, I'll tag that person in that particular video.
Yeah.
Just rewatch it kind of thing, because especially adults, we need to hear things more than just once. And then just that reminder, right? Just like, getting together and talking and doing this on a weekly basis, it's nice because we're all.
Well, I don't know if you saw the post today. I need some
I saw it.
chicken in the oven recipes.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
because I pan fry my chicken all the time.
Okay.
And I would like to make it in the oven.
Sure.
only saw one recipe, so,
Okay.
and I hate to go looking for those, so put up something up.
Yeah.
I think Pam, you make yours in the oven, don't you?
I make mine a lot of different ways, but to be honest, whether I make it in the oven or the air fryer or my electric skillet, I don't use, to be honest, I think I've used my Instapot a handful of times since I've owned it. And I think it's more just because
Yeah.
I'm afraid of it than anything. But I have used it to cook chicken in. But if I'm going to do shredded chicken, I tend to just put it in the crock pot at night before I go to bed. When I get up in the morning,
Yeah.
but if I do it in the oven or the grill or the air fryer, what have you, I essentially do it the same every time. I don't change anything up. You know, I use a lot of different spices at different times, like yesterday, because it was Super Bowl Sunday and I had just come off a week's vacation where I had but I splurged and whatever. So I was not going to partake in any festivities. I didn't cook anything for Super Bowl Sunday. But I needed to eat. And so what I did was just make some I called them naked tenders. So I just took skinless, boneless chicken breasts, cut them up in long, thin strips kind of thing, marinated them in, what did I even put in there? Some, some olive oil or avocado oil. I have some smoked paprika that I
That's
threw
a
in
good
there.
one. Mhm.
It was good. Some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and Frank's Red Hot sauce. Shook it all up and let it soak in that. And then I just threw it in the oven for a few minutes. It was really good.
Oh,
On Ryan's, I threw in
yeah, okay.
some panko crumbs if you wanted a breading. I didn't want the breading on mine, but I put that on his. He loved them. He actually ate his whole pan. I made a whole pan for him and he ate the whole pan.
Whole thing.
But that's all I made, right? So yeah, but so I do chicken in a lot of different ways, right?
Yeah,
I'll do
Same here.
you know, the oh, I never can, that is it rosemary, that spice that you use a lot?
Yes.
I use
I
that.
use
sometimes.
Yeah, oh
rosemary
yeah,
a lot.
I love rosemary.
I'll
Yeah,
buy the
I make something with that.
So is it McCormick's or whatever has the packet of
Yeah.
marinades where you just add either water and oil. Sometimes you'll add red vinegar, red wine vinegar or something. I'll use those. Sometimes, you know, I just change it up, but I, you know,
Yeah.
and then I just cook it either in the oven
What
or on the
Diana
grill.
Your ground chicken, Diana, what do you, I just made roasted red, yellow and orange peppers in the
Ooh.
oven today. And I want to make some like a fajita kind of thing with the ground chicken,
Right.
but I usually make chicken loaf. So I don't know, just to make it like a ground beef, but in a chicken, what do you put in that?
Yeah. So with my ground chicken, I'll do, I do the pink Himalayan salt. I grind that in there and then I grind the pepper in there and I put garlic in there. And then I have this chicken spice. Let me go get it. It's so good. I just don't remember the name.
Well, if you get that, I should get this new pickle spice somebody gave me. Oh, I know you would like it. I know that Jody would probably
Probably
like
love it.
But it's a belated birthday gift. And guess what it was? Mint candy and this pickle stuff. I was like, what kind of gift is that?
So it's called, it's made by the company is Blackstone. I'll put it in the group. Blackstone chicken and herb seasoning. And I put it on a lot of stuff, but chicken for sure. And fish is another one I put it on. I'm just going to let you know what's in it here. I just have to find it. So it does have some salt, but there's herbs and spices, some garlic. There's a yeast extract in here. You can put there's a yeast that you can use too. It doesn't make it rise, obviously, but that's a really good one. But it's made by Blackstone. Chicken and herb seasoning.
Chicken blends.
Yeah, it's chicken and herb by Blackstone. It's a griddle blend. I don't know. I just thought it was
I'm
so
walking
good.
the closet.
But I'll put
My
it
pickle stuff.
I'll put it in the group too. I use that a lot on the ground chicken. So if I use a lot of the smoked paprika for my chicken too.
You guys like capers? Does anyone
Yes,
like
that's a good one. Mhm.
lemon juice, capers. You can
Capers.
add a little, well, mostly oil, whether it's avocado oil or olive oil,
Mhm.
but you can put a little bit of, whether it's butter, or I can't believe it's not butter for the buttery flavor,
Sure.
you know, in the background note. And you can start by frying it, it's like searing it, and then finishing it in the oven.
That's good. Yeah,
All
there's.
right, here's this weird stuff. If I can figure out how to hold it up. Can you see
Oh,
it?
yeah,
Gar-
gar sauce.
Gar,
Yeah.
and then it says,
Hmm.
beware of the bite. Pickle me this. And it's got this crazy guy on there. I wouldn't know what the heck to do
Well,
with this.
A gar is a fish, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, it says this sauce is like a riddle because it tastes like a pickle, but you'll find it so much more once you take a dive into its salty brine. Ew. So much complexity, it'll blow your mind.
You have to try it.
Probably blow something else.
Yeah.
Never mind my mind.
Right.
Colon.
other
Well,
thing-
maybe I'll save that for when I'm constipated.
There you go.
Pat.
What a weird gift.
I bet
The
it's
same
good.
Just
little
name
baby.
Just name it colon blow.
That was a birthday.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
that was a birthday gift. That's a birthday
they
gift.
not like
How
you?
weird. And the same,
What are they
don't
saying
ask
about you?
me. She gave all, guess what she gave us all for Christmas?
No, no.
A whole jar of vitamin C.
Well, she has a different sense of humor anyways.
I guess.
Gave 5 of us vitamin C for Christmas. Oh my, and even my brother. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it's her birthday.
Isn't
She's
that
a kind of a healthy nut, but boy, that's an odd gift.
You sure those weren't like white elephant gifts?
No, right?
No, but I'm telling you, she gave 5 women and my brother for his birthday vitamin C. And it's been the joke ever since, you know.
I bet. Vitamin
We're
D
all
next
gonna
year.
re-gift her the same thing.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh, Lord.
Another thing that's good with chicken is balsamic vinegar. I like that with
Oh,
chicken.
yes, I used that
Yes.
last night.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
I haven't
Yeah.
used that in a long time. I got stuck on the white balsamic
Yep, that's
in
good
my
too.
salads. I love that.
Yep, yeah. I bet that's
Love
good
that.
on chicken too, but
I bet it is too, yeah.
yes. Oh, yummy.
The white balsamic.
I bet. Try that.
Never tried that.
All right, so I'm gonna be busy with my chicken cooking.
Yes, you are. Yes,
Maybe
kind of,
tomorrow or Wednesday.
Yeah, perfect. But I'll put that spice in the group too. And some of the notes. I'm just taking some notes too. Put that out there. So, what else you got? What else is going on? I know Laura, you're brand new.
Well, I'm still,
Anything?
is she gone?
No, I don't
She's
know.
there. She
There
just took
she
the
is.
video off.
I'm here. This probably sounds really bad, but I
Oh.
just didn't like the way I looked on video. So
Oh, Laura, we never do.
Oh,
Don't you see us
please.
all fussing with our
Here,
hair
all you
and
gotta-
everything else?
All you gotta do is go like this
Yeah.
and just talk. That's the way to do it.
There we go. No,
Hello.
I look Chinese if I do that.
Well, yeah, but no, I got it down to a science because I know just what I'm gonna get to.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I am actually thinking, I've been pondering that more and more.
Yeah.
Under what?
I think
Oh,
I
me
want a
too.
facelift. I want a neck lift. I'm going from the waist up. I'm telling you.
It's all right. You
Well, I have,
there she
So
is.
do you guys, what do you guys have for advice
There
for me?
she
I'm
is.
just getting started. Today's my first day. And I'm nervous. 'cause I
wow.
have really
I
bad
know.
habits to fix.
Newbie.
And so what advice do you have for me, ladies?
Oh. Oh.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Are you on the,
Yourself up.
are you on the initial, the superfoods, the 28 days?
Yep, she just started.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I was just eating other foods. I wasn't only eating foods from that list so far. I didn't really plan to only use the food list, so I don't know
I
if
mean,
that's-
honestly, if the closer you can stick to that list, because I did the same thing. I mean, I had tuna fish, I'd like intersperse a little bit of here or there.
Yeah,
Now and then, but I did try to stick as close to that list as I could.
okay.
And it really made a huge difference as far as the bloating right out of the gate, that first
Okay.
28 days.
Oh, yeah.
So that would
I
be
can
my
see that.
suggestion. And
I don't even, yeah. I don't even remember if I really did the 28-day thing. I think I just jumped right in.
I think you did.
I
for the
don't
most-
remember.
You did for the most part, but we did add a few things just to give you a few more options. But yeah, you guys,
Yeah, I
all
think-
of you, yeah, Pam, I know Pam did.
Yeah, my bloating issue was huge, and that changed it significantly. I rarely veer from that list now, just because those are the foods that I feel the best on, and I like them. So I pretty much stay with that now. My favorite foods that I ate before that are on that list, some of them, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels, I can't eat those, just tear me up. And I
I don't think
learned
those
that.
are on the list I got,
Oh,
really.
no, not
Oh,
me.
maybe
Yeah.
they're not on the list. Are they not on the list?
They're not on the list.
Okay, so that's how I noticed then, because once I stopped
Yep.
eating, because I ate so much of them before with my chicken and
Right.
thought I was eating healthy and wondered why I felt horrible all the time. And that was why those foods just do not agree with me.
Right. They're good for you, but some people can't
Yeah.
because they're just really like raw vegetables for some people are so hard to digest.
Mhm.
And those especially that cause.
Oh, raw, no way.
Yeah. So, everybody's a little bit different. Like it doesn't bother me necessarily. Broccoli is really bad for me. But otherwise, yeah, it's so-
Raw or cooked?
both.
Both for me. It's
Oh,
both.
both. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I think my
So-
biggest suggestion for you on top of the list is to, pay attention to the snacks, to actually have them, maintain that consistent breakfast,
Mhm.
snack, lunch, eat smaller breakfast so that you can account for snacks, in your macros and whatnot. And same thing for lunch, snack in the afternoon, because you don't want this going on, breakfast and then lunch and then dinner. You want to try and keep it maintain a level as you can.
Okay.
So make sure you get
Yeah.
your snacks in the morning and the afternoon. And even if you have leftover calories and macros or whatnot, have one in the evening so you're not starving come morning.
Yeah. Yeah. I
In
had a
other
hard
words,
time
you
with
have
that
to
today 'cause
eat.
I didn't really snack, but then I would eat a meal and then I'd be like, oh, I'm so hungry, but then I didn't have anything prepared. So I'm like, well, what am I going to eat now? I think I need to plan better for
Yeah.
the next coming up days. I mean, I have stuff in the fridge, but I haven't cooked it. I need to plan better, I think. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Do you have the
And-
MyFitnessPal app?
It takes time.
I do. And I just got an air fryer. I cooked some salmon in the air fryer last night and it was really good.
Isn't it
It was
good?
so easy.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that's my new toy. And I always want to buy something because it makes it feel special when I try something new, but it was
Oh,
really
yeah.
handy.
It's going to be really beneficial for you too.
Oh, yeah, you'll love it.
Yeah. You can put anything in there, really.
Anything.
Use mine often.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
use
And it
mine
just,
a lot.
I want to get an air fryer, but it's like the crock pot. I got the crock pot and I hardly ever use it. And I'm thinking, am I going to do the same thing with the air fryer?
it's quicker
No,
than the crock pot.
Just
I
another
mean,
gadget.
oh, the air fryer is
I
so
thought that-
different.
Yeah, I thought that too, because I said, I don't use my Instapot and it sits on the counter. I do use my Crocs a lot, but I use the air fryer at least once every day.
Yeah.
And I waited a long
Okay.
time and asked so many people so many questions about them before I finally just pulled the trigger and just bought one. And in the day I did and used it, I went and ordered one for each of my boys and said, you guys are going to love this. The one opened it up right away because he's got a girlfriend or a fiance. And so she did and cooked with it. The other one said, yeah, no, I'm not going to use this. I'm fine with the other way. And then he finally opened it up about 2 weeks ago. And he wishes he would have opened it up months
Yeah.
ago when I bought it for him because he loves it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. they're wonderful.
It's
Oh my
easy to
gosh.
clean, which I like.
Oh,
Oh,
too.
it's so easy to clean.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
It's the best.
Really?
I
We were
just-
looking at them.
Yeah.
Post pictures of what ones you have,
Sure.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have-
It's a
Maybe I'll-
lifesaver.
You can get the one with the basket. I have two. I have one that has the basket that pulls out.
Yeah.
But I also have one that's a Cuisinart that is, it can like toaster oven, it can embroil, it can do everything.
It's
It looks like a toaster oven, but there's an air fryer.
Yeah.
So you can do a lot with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the basket one too.
Mhm.
I just.
That's what I have is the
Mhm.
basket one.
Mhm.
There are times I wished I had the one with a double basket,
Right.
but not enough that it makes me gonna get rid of
Right.
this one and get a new one. So
Right. Right. Maybe if that one, dies someday, you can get the.
yeah, I would consider that then a
Right,
double basket
yeah.
one.
Air fryer is phenomenal.
Double basket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because a lot of times I'm cooking
I'm
two
gonna have to
meals, you know,
investigate it.
I'm cooking my meat and then maybe I'm cooking, I love my green beans in there. Love. my
Oh,
green
I know. That's
beans.
the
Oh my
best.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And is it like when you steam them? Because I eat green beans more than anything else, and I
Oh, it's-
steam them in a steamer basket.
I think it's better because it
Oh.
makes them a little, not crunchy, but not really moist, if you will, or whatever either, if
It's
that
so
makes
good.
sense. But the flavor of them is just unbelievable. Yeah, I just,
Green beans are my favorite in there too, as far as a vegetable, but I do cauliflower in there.
Mhm.
That's really good.
Radishes in there.
Radishes are good in there.
fries
too.
are really good in there.
Yeah. It's so good.
What? French fries?
Sweet
Did she
pota-
say French fries?
I don't eat French fries, but I eat
Oh.
sweet potato fries,
Those are,
and they're very,
Oh.
very, very good in there.
yeah.
Okay.
And Laura, my advice to you too is you're just started, so give yourself a week
Yes,
here,
yeah.
even 10 days, just to kind of get
Yeah.
acclimated to
And
your
get a
MyFitnessPal
plan.
and connecting and all that
Yep,
kind of
yep.
stuff. Don't be too
you'll
hard on
tweak it
yourself.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
my problem. I think I have to do it perfectly, and if I
Right.
don't, then I give up. So I'm not,
Yeah.
I will do that.
Yeah, no,
I'm gonna
don't
be
give up.
reasonable.
It's a
Yeah.
learning process.
We're all proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't start out knowing what we were doing.
Nobody does.
Now I have all these experts. I love it.
Right.
Well, and
Yeah,
I think
and-
most of us are still tweaking all the time. I'm still tweaking,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, what I'm doing and,
Yeah.
you know, how I'm meal prepping and all of that stuff.
Right. Right. It's
Right.
it's a journey, right?
And
And
when-
you gotta
when
learn
I-
what works for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I started, I did not want to count calories. I didn't want to do any of that at all. I was so against calorie counting, but I followed what she said. And then you get to learn about the proteins and the carbs and the fats. And that was what changed everything for me.
Mhm.
The minute I started to get the knowledge about that,
Mhm.
Right.
I could practically eat the whole day and not record it, and I'd be on target with my stuff.
Mhm.
I don't do that, but I could do that.
Yep.
And
because
that's
you
the
get-
difference. You
that's
learn
what you
so
learn.
much about food. And I thought I knew it all at 70. I was like, what the hell is she going to teach me about food? She's a baby. I'm so old. She's a baby, but she was right.
You're never too old to learn, right? Honestly.
Never.
Oh,
Well, no, I mean, look what I've learned. I've learned so
No.
much.
yeah. So, yeah, that's exciting. So, lots of advice for you, Laura, but all really good,
Yep, I'll take it.
really good advice. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're in,
And I always say, if an old lady can do it, anybody can do it.
All right. My son might say I'm an old lady.
No, I'm the old one.
You know, and I don't know about anybody
Especially
else.
when I,
but- Oh, I don't know about anybody else, but when I usually do all of my food logging for the entire day in the morning.
Yeah.
So I know what I'm gonna have for breakfast, for a
I've
snack,
done
for lunch. That way you know where you are with your calories and your macros as far as, you know, am I high or low on my protein, or am I too high or low on my carbs? And you can kind of adjust it then. And if you have to pack your meals to go to work, then
Mhm.
you can pack it and you already know what you're going to have
Yep.
through the day.
Okay.
That's
on my
a-
best week,
that's a great idea.
I do a week at a time on my best weeks, but I'm not always really good about doing that. But I
Right.
wish I was, because then I'm better. I have all my food prepped, but what I wished I would do, and I have done this before, and it makes for my most successful weeks, is to food prep or plan each day and then have each one of those days for, planned out, portioned out, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I can't even talk, in the fridge. And I have those, what are those containers, meal prep containers or
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
And while they take up a lot of room in the fridge, then all I have to do is, I don't have to think, right? I just have to go in. All I have to do is grab if it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner snack.
God.
I'm not too much of a snacker. And I know that's not good, but I tend to just eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe a little something at night. But other than that, I don't eat in between.
Mhm.
And so that makes for my most successful weeks if I do that on Sunday. I don't always
Wow.
do that.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
I'm too big. No. Oh boy, that's amazing that you can do that. I could never do that.
well, it just makes for my meal prep Sunday into a longer time, right? Because I'm doing that as I'm cooking all the food instead of just cooking in batches and putting it in a batch in the fridge, and then I have to get it out and weigh it out each day and whatever. And
Sure. It's
maybe I'm
really-
too lazy because I don't want to do that every day.
Right, right. And there's no right or wrong, and that works.
Right,
for you, and-
exactly. It's what
No,
works-
everybody's
what
got,
works for
Right.
anybody.
right.
But it's really having that stuff available that you either you portion it out or you go grab it and you weigh it at the time. And I've done both. I do both, and I just depends. Mix it up a little bit. So but yeah, having that stuff available is super helpful. Otherwise you're gonna get caught
That's
off
the
guard.
most important thing right there, having it available, because when it's not available is when you can
You
go
grab
off
something
track.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go off the deep end,
Right.
pretty easy.
And a lot of times what I do is whatever I fix for dinner, I always fix extra, and I know that that's going to be what I have for lunch the next day.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a good
good
idea.
Yeah.
Leftovers are great.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and it's not like you're eating leftovers 5 days. It's like you make something and then you know you're gonna have it. Whether it's chicken or something, on a salad, you've got
Mhm.
that all ready to go. And it's keeping it simple is the best too. Just keep it simple. You don't have to make extravagant recipe stuff, especially when you're starting. Just keep it basic for a while until you want to venture out a little bit more and you start to feel that success. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You'll get there.
Yes, she will. She will.
Don't
And one thing that Jody said that might help Laura is, I don't do it the way Jody does it all the time, where she logs her food in the morning into her Fitness Pal. But if I know I'm going out somewhere to a friend's house for dinner, or if we're going to go out for lunch or whatever, I plan that day before
Mhm.
in my Fitness
Right.
Pal so that I don't screw up when I go out.
Right.
Of course, I didn't do that this weekend, but I usually do that when I go to
Well,
somebody's house, because I know I'm
right.
going to have
Well,
this.
Right. And remember, 80-20.
I was just going to say the 80-20 rule. Yeah.
And don't beat yourself up if you don't do that, because most of the time you're going to do that. As long as you just get back on track again. It's the going and doing it day after day after day and then getting out of sync, and then that's when you get into trouble. But then if that starts to happen, that's when you reach out and you say, hey, I need some help.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Don't ever hesitate to reach out into the Elite Ladies
Yeah.
Facebook page, because we all see that, right? And we'll all
Yeah.
respond, as soon as we see it with help or whatever, right? So we're most of us are posting questions in there about, hey, I need some new meal prep ideas, or I need this idea, or is
Right.
anybody struggling with this? And it's helpful in between when we have these weekly meetings, or you have your weekly one-on-one with Diana or whatever.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And soon enough, you'll be like Jody and I, where everybody's telling you you're too skinny, and then you're like, oh, did I do the right thing?
Laura's like, yes, I want that.
Might take a couple years, but no. just
No,
kidding.
no.
I'm
No.
kidding.
No, I had a subtle dig at the gym today where a
Uh-oh.
woman who used to be a fitness trainer, and she's amazed at all the things that I'm doing. She's a little older, but she said to me, well, can I ask you one personal question? And I said, okay. She said, Did you notice when you lost all that weight that you have more wrinkles? And I was like, oh, gosh,
Oh.
because I really got a lot of them since. So I said, of course. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, me too. And she says, but if you do lose any more, you know, your face is going to completely decompress.
Oh my gosh.
I said, okay.
Oh my.
I said, well, I guess it will, because I got a few more to do, not much more, but a few more to do. I said, and if it does, I'll just go and do this.
Um, Some
You wouldn't
people-
do it, would you? I said, I might.
Some people just don't
decompresses.
think when they
You
talk.
didn't say to her, is that what happened to you?
Oh, Jody.
Oh, no. No,
I'm
I'm a
not
good
very nice
Catholic
to
girl.
people.
I don't say
You're a good Catholic girl. That's funny.
that, say those kind of
I
things.
think that a
So
lot of
I
times,
just say, oh, God, help them.
It's
well, I
right.
think they're jealous. I think they're jealous because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
where you are and they don't know how to handle that. And so they make those comments that are, in my opinion, inappropriate, right?
Exactly.
Right.
But she did say today, because she saw me doing my push-ups, and she said I had perfect form. And she said, you are inspiring me to get back on track. And I said, well, good. I said, because you could lose a lot that you're complaining about in the middle. You can do it. So I got it. I did get a little dig in.
Yeah, you did.
That's how it's done. That's
But
how
it
it's
was subtle. It was very subtle.
Oh yeah, that was subtle, all right.
She's really a nice lady, but she's very outspoken.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
She was talking so loud in the gym that there were 3 men there that could hear everything she was saying about my face, my push-ups, my wall sits. I was getting so embarrassed. I was like, I got to do my workout. Could you shut up already?
Right.
It took me 20 minutes longer to do my workout because of her blip, blip, blip.
Right. That's tough.
And that's what happens. People see you working out and they're amazed because they're all old like me and older. And they're like looking at me like, wow, how can you do that? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's
Gosh,
this
me.
lady named Diana.
Forcing me. She's forcing me to do this. guys
I
are
plug you everywhere I
Wanna hear a
go.
fun
I
karma.
love it. I love it.
You want to hear a fun karma?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the one sister of mine that's always doing the, how long are you going to continue to do this? When is enough, blah, 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 blah. Well, she has a new man in her life.
Ah.
Oh.
And
Oh,
guess who's been cooking for him? And guess who eats clean?
Oh.
The man in her life.
Yeah.
So
oh.
yeah.
That is so funny.
That's good.
I started laughing. I thought, oh, that's karma right there.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Wow.
He doesn't eat a lick of sugar. Anything that he sweetens, he makes his own maple syrup. He uses his own maple syrup to sweeten
Wow.
things. So yeah, he's pretty hardcore about it.
Good.
Yeah.
That'll be good
And,
for her. That'll be
so-
good for her.
So
Well, Jody, you may have a new workout buddy in your living room.
maybe.
There you go.
Not him, I meant his sister.
Oh man.
He's
Been
gonna let
working
you
out in
get
her
it.
living room.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Oh, I just thought that was
Oh, well, you guys are awesome. Happy
Valentine's
Day too.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You guys as well.
It's today, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a great steak.
Oh, nice.
My Valentine's dinner was steak.
Good.
I haven't had steak since September.
Right. Well,
It was
good.
delicious.
I bet it was. You should enjoy that. It's awesome.
Outback.
There you go.
All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go and
Great.
have a great rest of your day. And let me know if you need anything. Reach out.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, well,
Thanks.
thank
It was
you.
nice meeting you,
Bye.
ladies.
You too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.